Good morning, everybody. This is the pre-market for February 18th. I'm not crying. I was chopping onions, making like a giant 15 egg omelet for egg wraps. Anyways, that's why my face is a bit red. All right, so going over what we're seeing this morning, we are gapping up on the S&P 500. Futures are fairly strong. We are just under this all-time high for the S&P. The odds do favor seeing a lower high. This has already been a pretty decent sized move, but the S&P can just do wild things and keep on going. It is designed that way to keep going up. The best 500 companies, always rotating. So, if that is the case, we would kind of expect a pullback first thing on the market open here, or even pre-market, and we might end up seeing a daily high or low, and that's just going over the different scenarios. Or if there's a lot of volume, then we could be looking back down here. So either we top out here or close to here. We're right at the high. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. And everything's kind of gapping up a little bit. So a little bit of caution on the first thing in the morning. What you want to see on gap ups is that they hold the previous day before the high, and then when you see a pivot, that's when you would make your entry. That's what I do. The Nasdaq, all it has is the all-time high here for futures. That's all we're looking at for resistance. We've broken above everything. Same story. If we see a lower high here, maybe we backtest this double top here. Maybe we backtest this previous downtrend line. The Russell, still looking for the top of this bounce. We're just an inside bar at the moment, opening inside Friday's range. And the Dow, just the same thing, but in its weekly bull flag instead. So it's looking a lot stronger. It's just waiting for the weekly 12 moving average to catch up. So it looks great. And we've also got, this is our second weekly inside bar too. SMH gapping up. Gap, that's where you see the gap rules. You want to see it hold the Friday's high and start heading back up. This is where people take profit and then you load up. Either 5-minute oversold, or if you see a pivot at the previous high. But yeah, that's generally what I see happen a lot of the time. XLF is right there at all-time highs too. So one of the things, we do have this head and shoulders to watch out for, but it is one of the things that are lifting the market between tech, finance, and industrials. IBM opening up inside Friday's range at this time. So could see an inside bar. We're just looking for the lower high than the all-time high and to possibly get choppy, trade sideways through this range. Palantir looks like it's either opening up at the high of the range or it wants to gap up. Either or, it's kind of in a melt-up mode. This is a hard thing to make an entry on. And there will be a day that the rug just gets pulled. So this is just temporary trading. There will be a day. Tesla opening up a little bit green, but a little bit higher, but it's still an inside bar on the day. We have the 12 moving average and the 50 overhead. I will be cutting if I see us get to the 50. 75% of my position what's left, and just letting 25% run for FOMO. I am expecting a lower high than 380.55, and so that's, I would love to catch or unload in the 370s. RGTI gapping down, weak bounce on this bear flag here, and we're just catching resistance already at the 12 moving average. This is a bad look for RGTI. I do have positions in this, so caution on that one. They are longer dated calls, so I do have time to play out. But yeah, ideally we don't lose this gap up at 973. I don't really want to lose the 50 either, to be honest. And I might cut my position if I see us lose this low. BABA gapping up. same thing, gap rules. If we come down, we almost did it on Friday. Like literally, look at this. I'll go down to the 5 minute. This is what I talk about. So we ended up getting our pivot from here. We didn't even close this gap. This is the thing about BABA. It's just because it's traded on in two countries. It is a little bit harder to trade. But normally I would want to see this close this gap and then go. But we didn't even get there. But that's also could be indicating the strength of this move going up as well. And we are gapping up. Watch for a back test to this previous day high. I like to see a 5 minute trend change or just a pivot up. Nvidia. Yep, gapping up like the rest of the semiconductors. We're just raising our stop as we go. We expect a lower high than this. That's a weekly lower high. Yep. But still strong. We had increasing volume on Thursday and Friday, so that's a good look. It's just straight bull. Microsoft gapping up. As long as we don't lose this mother candle down again, because that was the confirmation down, and if we get that, then this double bottom is holding, and we need to see this go back up, break these two double top right here. Apple still range bound. This can go on for a long time. Slightly green this morning so far, but yeah, I'm still expecting a lower high. I am positioned just in case we just break out of this. With the rest of the tech sector looking good, that is a possibility. But until that, expect a lower high. Reddit, a little bit red today. I'm still not going to touch this today. I wouldn't mind grabbing some near the 50 moving average for a bounce play. I expect the 50 to be a bit of a support here, so we haven't touched it yet since back in September. So that's quite a move to not touch the 50 moving average. AVGO still holding up above where we are daily consolidating, but still seeing lower wicks here, so everything looks good. Bit of a equilibrium happening here, so we might be coming down here. I have this rising triangle on the watch. Netflix just straight bull. And going over to crypto, actually I'll do Meta's another top watch for me this week. I'll go over the top watches again for this week. Meta, BK, Instacart looking good. FTNT. FTNT is another one of my top watches. I would love to catch it off this 12 moving average because that seems to be support now. And I will have an alert for that. Hims looks potentially to be topping out. I would watch to see how this consolidation happens. I want to see the volume decreasing. We are extended on every time frame on Hims, so not a good time to be investing, I'll tell you that. IoT, another top watch. We just broke out of this all-time high. I would love, we're gapping up. I would love to see a back test of the previous high. Give me hourly oversold, and I will love that. JP Morgan, bull break with no follow through at this time, so caution. We don't want to lose this low, otherwise we are changing our short-term trend here, our daily trend. Or actually, no, we did get a bull break. Ideally, we hold this low now. Just raising your stop. Netflix top watch, NI top watch, but I'm waiting for consolidation on NI, daily consolidation. And yeah, Palantir top watch. Okay, going over to crypto. Crypto is a little bit weaker. The Bitcoin dominance is bouncing now officially on the day. We are breaking multiple candles. We are expecting a lower high than 62.27, and we need this to top out soon. Let's see how far we've retraced. We're already above the 0.5, so we would already be expecting a higher low than the bottom here. So this isn't ideal for the alts. Bitcoin's still fading overall. As I said, I would be interested in an extreme move to the downside where we see daily oversold. Would love that condition. Last time we saw a daily oversold was here. Let's see, before that, we also saw it here. But these are good bounces to get into risk-free positions, right? And before that, we haven't seen it since way back here. These are huge moves. And then here, easy to get risk-free on these positions. That's what you got to drop your average or get into an entirely profit position in those moves. Okay? All right, so that's Bitcoin. Ethereum, I would be interested in Ethereum and more extended move to the downside. We do have this overall head and shoulders we could be looking at. This could be a weak shoulder as well. On the weekly, Ethereum overall is just generally weaker than Bitcoin because it's not as close to as its all-time high. But this is the range now that we can stay in for a while. XRP, unfortunately, starting to see more downside. We're losing the 12 moving average, and now we're hopefully the 50 holds now. But now we've made enough room that we would expect a lower high than this. And now this is our range. We don't want to lose. Ideally, we don't lose this bottom, actually. And then we keep our daily uptrend. So we don't want to lose this because then we risk losing our daily uptrend, which is 233.78. But for sure, we don't want to lose 226.77. Okay, Litecoin. We are an inside bar. Oh, no. We're tweezer bottom at this time. I would consider that tweezer bottom. And we don't want to lose our daily uptrend. This is the most important level at this time, is 111.51. Now we need to start catching support here with the 12 moving average. Hype. Oh, bit of a fake out. Don't like that. We opened here, shot above, fake out, and moved right back down. We're at the 50. We need to hold here. Otherwise, we are looking at this quad bottom here, and to keep our daily uptrend, we need to hold 22.0809. And this is we're trying to keep this cup and handle pattern alive. These upper wicks, there is a lot of supply here. This is why this is happening, because someone is very adamant about selling at this level. So hopefully we can catch support here. BNB still kind of holding up its point. We just lost the 0.382, but we got a lower wick. Ideally, we want to hold the 12 and 50 moving average here. But BNB is one of the stronger names as well. We have a weekly inverse head and shoulders we're looking at here. Just trying to form the right arm right now, right shoulder. And we'll see where we finally bottom out. We did set a lower high here quick into a lower low, so we are technically in a daily downtrend. So don't forget about that. We are expecting a lower high than here. Whenever this bottoms out, we would be expecting a lower high than this. So we haven't even bottomed out. This is all hypothetical. Solana, gross. We're losing, yeah. We had this head and shoulders pattern, and now we're breaking bear. We don't want to close below this neckline here. Well, we kind of already did with this this push. So Solana doesn't look good. I don't like Solana. It's already down near the tariff low here, so not ideal. ONDO, not ideal, breaking out of this equilibrium, bearish, and hopefully we catch support here at this 200. Otherwise, we're looking down at this low. Link, still like, yeah, now we're looking at everything's kind of looking bearish. Well, not everything, but a lot of these names were just the 12 moving average is guiding us down. Not what I want to see, and that's why I'm not staying in the crypto sector. I am looking elsewhere until we either get extreme to the downside or we start seeing new all-time highs. Those are my two conditions. I will play crypto. SUI, now we're just looking at that 200 moving average in this quad bottom here. We should put in a daily higher low, but this is a significant enough pullback. We would expect an equilibrium in this big range now. So now these are the most important levels. And we don't want to see this break now. So that's the high, higher low, lower high. We need to set this higher low to keep this equilibrium going. So we're out of this rising wedge now. This is strictly an equilibrium pattern. This 12 is guiding us down. MOCHI, still inverse head and shoulders as far as this holds up. This is a very small right shoulder, but if we can get above this level, this would be looking great. Alpha, trying to put in a bottom here, it looks like. But yeah, we're just looking for a daily higher low or daily lower high than this level. 0.057. So yeah, until one of these breaks, this is what we're looking at. Caspa, we're seeing yeah, daily consolidation now. This is the important level, 0.08908. We want to hold that. We have enough room to make a higher low, but then we would be looking at a lower high possibly up by this triple top. That could be a strong resistance now moving it. That will be a strong resistance moving forward. AVAX, weak. We're already at its bottom there. Yeah, we need to hold right here. Otherwise, AVAX is not looking good into the rest of the day and week. Ton is currently a triple bottom here. This needs to hold. We need to start seeing the 4-hour bouncing. So we need this to hold now to keep us in this range. So these are the important levels. I was kind of watching this like a falling wedge just because it was having breakdowns with no follow through. But yeah, this is kind of a triple bottom now, and we need this to hold now. Trump, just fading this move. This was just a dead cat bounce. No trend change on the daily. This was just a daily dead cat bounce. We were already at the 0.786. Looks terrible. And we are at risk of just turning into a daily bear flag and seeing more downside. We need this to change the hourly trend and get back up, and ideally get over the 0.5 on the way back up. But Trump looks terrible. Okay, that's it for today. I will see you in the market recap at the end of the day. All right, bye.